And meet the co-main event fighters. First, fighting out of the Farmers Insurance Thomas Swenson Red Corner. From Top Notch in Greeley, Colorado, please make welcome Mario Sierra. And now, fighting out of that last contact blue corner. From TLC in Denver, Colorado, please make welcome Gonzales. This professional 118-pound bout is scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds. Referee Rob Owens.
Co-main event of the evening brings us Mario Sierra in the black and gold trunks, representing Top Notch Boxing, facing off against Aiden Gonzales, who's representing TLC, and he is wearing the black and white trunks. Rob Mullins third in the cage for this 118-pound professional fight. 3 4-minute rounds. Fighters ready, judges ready, scorekeepers ready, timekeepers ready. I'm ready, you're ready, let's go. Last fight was 121-pounders. Some of the most blazing speed we've seen this evening. These guys even a little bit lighter, might be even a little bit faster. Both guys willing to just come to the center of the ring, stay there, circle a little bit, and see what the other's going to offer. And Gonzales starting to be the fighter that's looking like he's pressuring forward more. His corner was telling him to go to the body, and he does so there. Mario, good job, evasive with the head and shoulders. Corner of Mario Sierra, wanting him to start being a little bit busier. So far, he's just kind of been waiting for something to happen. As a lot of coaches will tell you, if you wait to get hit, well, you'll get hit. Now Sierra's starting to put his game together a little bit. Longest and best combination of the fight landed by Sierra there. Corner Gonzales saying pressure it forward and let's steal this round. Sierra's timing seems to be just a quarter beat off today. Sierra so far just not really having a great read on his opponent. Gonzales starting to use a little more lateral footwork. This guy's not just being planted in the center of the cage, and a couple of good shots there for Sierra working to the body, and I think Gonzales was warned there a little bit. Might have been some unsportsmanlike type conduct. And 10-second clacker sounded, so we're going to come back with the second. Ding goes the bell for round 2 in our co-main event of the evening here at Mile High Maulers. Thanks for joining us, Sparta Combat League at the Grizzly Rose. And Mario Sierra is starting to work his power in round number 1. Looking like he's coming out in the second one to do more of the same. As the round progressed in the first, we saw Gonzales start to use his speed and his footwork a little bit more. Round started out with both fighters just kind of planted in the center of the ring. Both guys taking a moment, try to get a read on the timing of their opponent. Gonzales basically let himself be backed into the corner, knowing he was going to want to try to be the faster fighter and get the counter. And then a beautiful turn in there by Gonzales, but he was hitting after the referee had told him to break.
Get on it! Get him in the corner, work him! He can't even hurt you! Get it! Go back and stick up, Joe! Hit first, hit last, go!
A little bit late in a pro fight to continue with the feeling out process, but seems to be what we have here midway through the second. Certainly, you know these guys are going to be in great shape. Good head and shoulder movement there. So definitely Sierra moving his hands a lot more here in the second round. And Gonzales just kind of nonplussed when he gets backed into a corner up against the ropes. Sort of like he spent a lot of time there in the gym and just knows he's going to have an answer. Good defensive shell there for Gonzales as Sierra came in, tried to crack him and split the guard with power. I was about to say we've seen the output from Sierra really slow down as the round progressed, but he certainly showed me wrong right there. 10-second clacker sounded. Round 3 action, here we go. Interesting mix of hanging out, just looking at the other guy in round 3 and then stepping forward and having nice flurries from both guys. So let's see if anybody looks to put a stamp. Excuse me, that was in the second. Let's see if anybody looks to put a stamp on the third just by sheer ability to pick up the volume. Good exchange there. There's a little higher output from Gonzales. Sierra had done so earlier in the round. And this is more what we expect out of a 118-pound fight. It's kind of dynamic back and forth, speed-based action. And like we had in the second, moments of just standing, each fighter waiting for the other to make a move. Sierra trying to get off there with Gonzales having his back against the ropes, and time and again we've seen Gonzales very nice with his defensive movement when backed into the ropes or into the corner. The TLC fans letting their fighter hear it. Dangerous game played there by Gonzales, dropping those hands on the way out and bringing the chin up, but obviously confident in his ability to read a punch. Sierra trying to come around behind the guard of Gonzales. Landed well, and Gonzales, good job getting those hips and shoulders into that uppercut on the inside. And a little taunting now from Gonzales before he steps forward, moving his hands. Sierra trying to let him hear it. Best exchange of the fight, much to the delight of the crowd. Coming back with the fourth. Fourth and final round. And I'm over in the corner of Sierra, and they were telling him everything you got. But like we've seen time and again in this fight, both fighters is kind of willing to plant their feet, wait for the other to make a move, try to get a read on the other, and just ends up being prolonged periods of inactivity, and then eventually somebody steps forward moving their hands, and we get some nice back and forth exchanges. Sierra caught just briefly, turning his shoulders the wrong way, allowed Gonzales to get a two-punch combo in there. Crowd really starting to get into this fight. And for the first time on the face of Gonzales, we see some not real smiling, not real taunting, but almost like, well, I just got to really step up the intensity here and try to press this forward. Sierra, good work on the inside there. And again, a break in the action, and we'll see who steps forward first. Thunderous body shot landed there for Gonzales, followed it upstairs nicely. Sierra seemingly unfazed by it, and it's Gonzales that's leaking some blood out of the nose now. Good clubbing overhand right there landed for Sierra. Gonzales steps back one step, regathers himself, comes back forward. No real bother about the blood coming out of the nose of Aiden Gonzales. Doesn't seem to have affected his breathing. Don't see him wiping away at it or anything. 10-second clacker sounded. And Gonzales looks to get off some counters. There's the bell.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge McAvoy scores about 40-36 Sierra. Judge Short scores about 40-36 Gonzales. And Judge Mills scores about 38-38 draw, declaring this fight a draw.